Boom. What's up, everybody? Rich Cage 20 here. Back with our final song for this album. That is the live version of Sit, Stay, Roll Over by Jinjer here in the King of Everything album. Last one we're going to listen to here live. Potentially in the future, if there's ones like, nah, dog. You have to listen to this one specifically from this album live. I might consider it. But for now, this is going to be the last one we listen to here. Sit, Stay, Roll Over live in Melbourne. I think this was sometime in 2020. Maybe. The video itself was released October 6th, 2020. And it says taken from Jinjer's upcoming live album. It will be out the 20th of 2020. November 20th of 2020. So I assume this happened sometime in 2020. Rock if I know. But despite what year it is, I assume it was in the last 2 to 3 years. Be my guess. So, not important. We have Sit, Stay, Roll Over. I'm excited to listen to this. It was definitely my favorite song and video in the album for sure. I really enjoyed it. Don't even know why. It was just so good. It was just I really did enjoy it. I would definitely say obviously Pisces is up there. I Speak Astronomy and Captain Clock. I think we're all like solid. But this one definitely number one for me. And I hope it's as good as the last two I've listened to. Those two, right? Yes. So let's get it rolling. Let's listen to this bad boy. By the way, napalm. Okay. Okay. I think you know by now. Damn, that drumming though, man.
Your decisions subjected. It is a Yeah, we would like to say that it's fucking honor to play in front of you tonight. All right, Melbourne.
Okay. I like how they put this up over the videos going in the background. That's great. Okay. Yeah, no, I think I was right in the last video when I prophesized that I didn't think that this film was going to be able to live was going to be able to outshine what they did in I Speak Astronomy for sure. I just had a feeling, just based off of the song itself. It just, I didn't think it was going to translate live as well, and I was right. Not that it wasn't good. I think it did a great job. I think her screaming was on point, for sure, as always. I mean, you know, if you have Tati on the stage, she's gonna own it. Like, I mean, that's no question. She was owning it so hard. You heard at the end there, she was out of breath. Like, was trying to catch her breath, breathing in deeply. Like, she works it when she's on that stage. Like, no question. That's guaranteed for sure. It was definitely good. It's just it didn't have the kind of layered vocal lines, obviously, because it's live. And the additional effects on the voice to make those parts like the dun 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 dun. It just didn't sing and shine as well as it did in the studio version. And so it to me, it just really didn't give the song enough of a dynamic contrast, so it all kind of felt even. Not so much to where it was just like meh or anything. It was still really good. I still really enjoyed the song, even listening to the live there. It was really good. It just doesn't give it that extra amazing flair that really drew me to the song in the first place. So it wasn't it wasn't like it was bad or anything like that. It just like it just didn't have that same charm. And plus the video was just it was one of my favorite videos they've ever done, even over the I Speak Astronomy, which seems like they went all out for. Like when you add that video onto it, the video's so badass. Nothing even really happens in the video that much, and just Tatiana's presence in the video is just out of control. It just really owns it. So I also think that there's a little bit more, even with trying to get the audience in there with the claws, crush bones, and probably like that. I feel like they had a better setup, a better build of energy in the studio version than they did, and just getting the crowd involved in it is good. It's what you should do. It's amazing for the performance, but I don't feel like it had the same, again, musical effect that it did, that they were able to pull off in the studio. So it just didn't hit me as well as that did, but still really good. I didn't write anything down. I think maybe we'll just go through a few points here. Just check a few sections or something, just See, there are a few things that I may have noted. First off, the drummer, just that he was doing in the beginning there. Never took the time to learn how to do that myself on the drums. But I'm sure once you get it down, it's easy enough to do. But like, just looks tiring as a motherfucker. Just look at that. I think he's letting it roll a little bit when he hits. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Like, obviously he's beating that rhythm really fast, but I think he's also letting the stick vibrate on the drum a little bit to add an extra beat or two in there. Kind of like how you roll on a snare drum. You're really just letting the stick just vibrate, but control the vibration so it's really fast and not moving very, very far. And that's how you get that roll on a snare. I think I think the point is to do a little bit of that, but also get the hits in there at the same time. So it's kind of making it vibrate but move, so it's hitting multiple times as it's coming up and down. Is my assumption based off of what I'm seeing. It's kind of what it looks like, but then again, I don't know. But either way, he's working it, like, for sure, for fucking sure. Oh, I also was distracted for the first part of the first couple seconds to a minute of the song because I was just looking at Tatiana, and all the live stuff I've seen of her has been from years ago. Live and video stuff I've seen from her has been years ago, and I was just noticing, like, did her tattoo grow? Did she get more tattoos? It looks like she's continued to grow the sleeves, and it looks like she had like cheetah spots or something, just like going up her arm there or something like that, or her shoulder, not really her arm. I was distracted by that. I was like, huh, it looks like she's got more tattoos. It's growing, it's stretching. I also noticed this in the background. Now, I don't know much about live performance with any kind of electronics involved. The only live performance I've ever really been a part of that I've been in charge of, because like technically I've been in performances that have electric instruments like guitars and keyboards and etc., but I've never been in charge of that. The only thing I've ever been in charge of is piano and my brass instruments. That's it. So I don't know what this is. It looks like tracks to me. So I don't know if there's some kind of enhancement going on, or if that's just the mix that's going into their ears. I don't know, but that just caught my attention for sure. It's like, are they getting some help? I don't know. Not sure what that is. Hey, let me know. If you do know what that is, let me know. I'd love to hear. But anyways, we're gonna get to the part here soon. Here that it was just kind of like, okay, yeah. She truly is doing the best on that line that she can with it just being her live without any extra help, which I appreciate her not using backing tracks and stuff when she's doing it live. I appreciate that she's just doing it raw, just her and the band, and what they can do. I do appreciate that. It's just, it to me, just does, like, she's doing a wonderful job, but just without that extra voice or two on top of it, it just doesn't have the same punch for me. It's still really good. I don't know. It's just not quite all there. but still, she's doing a wonderful job. Like she definitely is killer live for sure. Like that. Da-da. I appreciate when she's willing to go for it and doesn't just play it safe. Very nice. So we're gonna skip ahead here. Oh, by the way, I wanted to pause in the middle there and be like, apparently seizure warning, just so you guys know, but it was already too late, so I was like, there's no point in stopping to tell you about the seizure warning. You've either already had the seizure or have clicked off in fear of having a seizure. Not necessarily needing the flashing lights, but okay. Let's skip ahead here. Let's get closer to the middle here. Yeah, right here is exactly what I was looking for. So let's hear how this part came in. Yeah, it just doesn't have the same magic to me. I mean, again, I think she's doing everything right. I don't think it was any choice that she didn't make. I just don't think it. I just don't think no matter what way you do it, unless you add in additional help from electronical means, that you're going to be able to get the same effect. I think she's doing the smart thing and just getting the audience involved, creating a great experience for the audience, rather than trying to set up the build there. That's really strong. And same at the bridge here, the one path, one past, one trust. Instead of doing that build, that rise and the scream that I liked so much, I think she just tries to more play towards the audience, which again, that's always going to get you points live. Like, even if you're a band that can't really do your stuff live, if you can work the crowd, like I think that's a perfect example of Kiss. As like their music just wasn't either that great or just didn't sing very well live, or they just couldn't perform it very well live. I don't really remember. I never really, this is the only stuff I've heard. Never really listened to Kiss. But they knew how to put on a show. They knew how to work the audience, and so it was just amazing. Just them live was amazing. So working the audience is a powerful crowd pleasing technique. And for parts specifically, maybe that just don't work as well live as they do studio, that's a perfect thing to do. So I can't fault her for any of these choices. It's just, to me, it's just not ringing as magical as it did in the studio version. So it's the only reason I'm bringing it up. So I just want to get to that one pass part of this, listen to that, and then call it a day. Let's go to it. Yeah, there was no build up to it really. Just kind of gave it one time, and then just went for it. You know, I really like that build on it. But either way, I definitely think that was good. It was exactly what I expected. So I mean, you know, not disappointed by any means. I definitely think I Speak Astronomy so far is the best song I've heard them do live. It's absolutely just, it's wonderful. It was a wonderful performance. Everything about it was awesome. Oh, but yeah. So let's see. I don't know what I thought coming into this album when I started it. Um, I know I Speak Astronomy, Sit, Stay, and Roll Over, and Pisces were just like big hits, and definitely wasn't disappointed by those. A little bit with the Pisces Live, but again, we already went over that. I just something happened. I think some behind the scenes stuff happened during the performance that just made it so she couldn't perform to the top of her ability. Like something happened for sure. But Pisces itself was not disappointed with. Yeah, it was weird starting this because like Pisces and Prologue was just like, yeah, it's exactly what I expected Prologue to be, because it sounds very similar to Pisces in a sense. And then Captain Claw came out and just changed the whole game. It was just like, whoa, this is more thrashy, Slipknot-y kind of metal here. Like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? Yeah, and then the whole album just took me for a ride at that point on. I really enjoyed the first 6 songs of the album. I think Under the Dome was okay, and Dip a Sail just seemed like, I just really felt like they needed an extra song to fill out the album. It seemed very generic, seemed very repetitive, just copy and paste for them. It just didn't do anything for me. I just was not feeling it for sure. But Pisces and Baker's Dance is a great end to the album for sure. And listening to them live, I mean, honestly, I think they do a fantastic job live. I just think you can do more with the studio, even though I do prefer things to be more natural, which would be the live experience. You can add some more of those kind of cool effects and whatnot. Because like, if I would have listened to this song first, and then live, and then listened to it studio, been like, oh wow, there's a lot more cool effects in this song, that's really awesome, you know. So I feel like no matter which way you roll it, it would have been like, oh, I like the studio more. But certain songs like I Speak Astronomy, I actually there's parts of it that I like a little bit better, like with the verses and whatnot, but there's parts that are a lot better because the video's not there. I honestly think the video was weird because of all the flowy hand stuff that we mentioned in it. But so I was saying there's pros and cons to live, I would say. And I don't know. I didn't see, besides being able to see Tatiana's amazing stage presence and just the way she dominates the stage, I think that's awesome and it gives the song good energy, but I still don't think that has made me be like, oh yeah, dude, like fucking studio shit compared to their live stuff. It's like, no, I think they're both good. Honestly, I could see an argument for either side, but it's not like one definitely dominates the other. Like, no, I wouldn't say that personally. I don't think they're better live than they are studio. I don't think they're better studio than they are live. I prefer studio personally, but I wouldn't say one dominates the other by any means. So, but that's just me personally. But I would definitely, I mean, the one thing I will agree with to end this off is that Tatiana's a beast. Like, that's her stage. Whatever stage she's on, that's her stage at the moment. And she definitely owns it. And I think that's really what people love about watching her, just watching her stuff live. It's not necessarily what they do and don't do with the song, the tonality or anything like that. I think purely why people love watching Jinjer so much live is because Tatiana just turns on 100%. And you can get more of her energy out live. I think that's why. I can't disagree with that. I think that's a good point. I just really enjoy the additional musical effects and stuff they're able to do more easily in the studio. personally. But I do love the energy. So, with that being said, I don't remember. I'm going to look it up real fast. Because I remember talking about this before we started listening to Jinjer. I don't remember what the list is now. Oh, that makes me really happy now that I'm looking at the list again. So tomorrow I would like to get a lot of work with Camelot done. Because, yeah, I kind of let that go to the wayside while I was finishing out Jinjer. Just because I not only was enjoying Jinjer, but also enjoying how nice Jinjer fans were more than listening to Camelot. But I've enjoyed the Camelot album so far. It's just nothing that's, besides the first song, there's nothing that's blown me away yet. But there's still a lot of album left to go. So hopefully I can make some work with that happen. However, I might have to dip my toes into what's going to come next, because I just remembered that it's In This Moment. In This Moment, Ritual album is next, which is going to start coming out alongside Camelot for a little bit. I mean, I do have to put out Jinjer first, but that is going to start coming out soon. So I get to start listening to In This Moment again. My baby, whose eyes stare into you all the time. I get to start listening to Maria again. Oh, that's a treat right there. I love the sound of that. And then of course after that's Nightwish. Which I want to listen to Floor, I just don't want to deal with the fans. Because I'm sure they're going to be very angry if I don't end up loving Floor. I'm sure they're going to be extremely mad with me. And until I start listening to the live versions of Floor songs, I'm pretty sure every fucking song is going to be, why the fuck isn't this live? Go fuck yourself, you dumb fuck. Or something like that. Not that anyone's actually said that, but that's what they're going to be thinking about saying. They're just not going to say it so blatantly. At least that's what they sound like in my head. Anyways, I'm not looking forward to that. I want to listen to Floor so we can finally settle this, but once it's settled, I don't think people are going to like me. I think they're going to be a little mad. I think people will have choice words for me. I don't know. Or maybe they'll be right. Either way, thank you for joining me through this King of Everything album. I really enjoyed Jinjer, honestly. It'd be hard to determine what I would listen to next with Jinjer. Obviously, there is technically 2 albums. I use heavy air quotes because the first one, Inhale, Do Not Breathe, is 5 songs long. And Cloud Factory is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is only 2 less than this one. So they, and then after that, there's only EPs. It doesn't seem like they've released an album in the last 5 years. They've just been releasing songs and then putting them together as kind of an album. Like they have Micro and Macro in 2019, which both of those put together, Micro has 5 songs, Macro has, I don't know, a bunch, 3, 6, 9 songs. So technically, I don't know if you can call that an EP when it has 9 songs. I feel like that's an album, but maybe it's just Macro put together counts as an album in 2019. I guess that makes sense. And then they've been releasing new stuff like these last couple of months. So I mean, I guess this, Teacher is super popular. Judgment and Punishment is super popular. I guess just listening to a few of those and maybe checking out Cloud Factory and or their new stuff would probably be the way to go. I imagine so. I don't know. Either way, I've enjoyed my time with Jinjer. I would love to come back to this. I have no idea when that's going to be. But I'll try to get them in the rotation. There's just so much stuff I want to listen to and so little time to do it, you know what I mean? So, hopefully I'll get back to it soon. But we'll see. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed our trek through Jinjer, and I'll see you in the future. Yo, In This Moment's coming out. Check that shit out. I'm going to be so much in the love. Because words. So come check that out. And I'll see you.